Talk about my all-time favorite, the hibiscus. And this is how you get that tropical vibe no matter where you live. Because when you look at a hibiscus, don't you think of, you know, the beach and palm trees and tropical drinks and warm weather? Well, now you can bring that to your home no matter where you are. And do you see the sheer size of these hibiscus? These are giant. That's why they're literally called the Giant Hibiscus Collection. We only have 500 remaining, so I'll tell you that now, and you do get both. You get the Cranberry Crush and the Inner Glow, and it's going to be like a bare root, and Rochelle's gonna walk us through that, but I'll just tell you, it looks like a little alien creature when you get it, but all you do is put it into the dirt. Make sure it has lots of water, a well-draining pot if it's in a pot. And my goodness, Rochelle, I swear, this thing grew in a matter of maybe it was 6-8 weeks. We live in Florida, so it was perfect for that. But this type of hibiscus is great for anywhere that you live, which makes it very exciting, and they just keep pushing out the blooms. I mean, you guys can see even inside here, look at all of these little buds, and it's like every single day there were more and more and more. So I obviously love this collection. I hope you will too at home. You get both of them, as I mentioned, and again, free shipping on everything in the hour. This is the time to be picking up something like this. So tell us about these hibiscus, Rochelle.
Yeah, these are fantastic. One of the main reasons I love these are they're really, you're not going to find them very often, particularly the more north you go in the garden center. And the reason for that is because these are kind of a late season or late summer, I'm sorry, blooming plant. That's when they really get going. And garden centers are always going to be featuring the plant that's in bloom right now. So you're not going to be able to buy these, you know, now as you should, because now is when you need to be planting them early spring. And as you can see, you're going to get this. This is this, you know, alien-like thing.
It is.
It'll be pretty obvious which is up and which is down. And mine even has, you can see, it has these little green shoots, so you know which is the top. And all you have to do, you can plant it in a container. I like to plant mine in containers up north here, only because that gives them a head start. I keep the containers in a more warm area, like right here in my studio. I keep them in here and they get going earlier. These are really triggered by the heat, so if you plant them outdoors, they're gonna need a month or two of warm weather before you really start to see them grow. But once they get going, they throw out the blooms, they get really big. Last year, I don't know if you remember, but last year I put some in a barrel here in March, and by April they were 3 feet tall. So in my office here, I mean, that's how crazy they'll grow. These are gonna want a wet area. So if you have an area, a lot of times people struggle with damp spots in their yard. These are native to North America, which is another really nice feature. These are native plants, so they're good for our environment. They're good. They're naturally here in the US. We've just bred them to have these bigger, more beautiful, prettier blooms. But they are native to swamplands of North America. So if you have an area of your yard that is particularly wet, doesn't drain as well, these are a real problem solver for that. They're going to do fine everywhere. You just need to make sure you water them, because they do like a lot of water, and the more you water them, the more you're going to have these big blooms. But that's, I mean, the thing we can't really say enough about is how big these blooms are. We keep talking about, they're huge.
Look at my
Shannon
hand.
was last week. Yeah, Shannon was telling me last week that she lives on a lake, and her neighbor from across the lake came over to ask her what those plants are, because he could see the blooms from across the lake. It's like insane. If you don't want people asking you what these are, don't plant these.
These are not
they
for
are
shy
really
people.
Big.
Yeah, you definitely, they will draw people in. And it's incredible too when you look at this, the sheer number of buds, and some of these are already like getting close to opening up. It really amazes me, Rochelle, how quickly these work. Hibiscus, it's like they bloom and then they go and then the next one, and it's just this constant, it's almost like a fireworks show of flowers. That's why I love hibiscus. I think the colors are beautiful. I mean, we've got the pink and the red. You're getting them both. This is the time. This is treat yourself, because again, it's not gonna ship to you until it's the right time. That's the beauty of Leaf and Petals. So you order it while we have it, while it's free shipping. We have 3 flex pay. And when it's the perfect moment for where you live or where you're shipping these, they're gonna make their way out to you. And they are hardy, they're easy to care for. These again have that 1-year limited warranty that you get from Leaf and Petal. They stand behind all of their plants. They really wanna help you be successful in this. And I'm 5'2", just for reference, and Rochelle, look at this. I mean, they're up to my shoulder almost.
Yeah, no, they're big, and they do that rather quickly. I
They
mean,
do.
especially the more south you are, the more longer warm season you have, they're going to get bigger faster. But no, they're fantastic shrub. They fill out really well. You could make a great hedge with these. Nice cluster center of a planting bed. That's how I've planted mine. They're kind of the focal point of the bed with other things in front of them. They
Yeah.
get a nice height, and the bloom power is just insane. I mean, it's as Doug, my colleague, says, they're a 60-mile-an-hour plant. They're
It's
going to
crazy.
make people notice them, even if they're driving 60 miles per hour.
So
past them.
true.
So
It's tropical
they're
paradise, you
eye-catchers.
guys. That's one of the things I love about it. So with everyone that's on the phone currently ordering, we've got fewer than 400 now of these left, and you get both. You do. We have 3 flex pay. We have free shipping. Has a 1-year warranty from the time that it ships to you, which I also love. It's not from the moment you order it. And you're going to love them. They're absolutely beautiful. So you can call us. You can go to hsn.com, or you can use our free app to get orders in. Speaking of hsn.com, if you want to get an early start on the